Rikki, it's Jen, and Bella Bella. So we're going to do a little bit of the hindquarter disengagement, and I'm going to show you that I'm going to break it down. Now, she's kind of spicy right now because we've been doing figure eights and stuff, but it's pretty simple. What you're going to do, and can be with a stick or a rope, or it doesn't really matter. Where's my stick? It's right here. Let me grab my stick, and I'll show you the difference. Now, you get 2 more times, like get it good, find a good place to stop. There you go. Yes. And then don't overcooking. We're playing with Dante too, so there we are. We're doing figure eights today. I know, everybody's favorite. Now, guess why he touches cones now? Because people like you play with him, and then when he touches a cone, they stop and laugh, and he gets all kinds of dopamine. Yeah. Rikki, you could relate. Annie's over here. Here, point the whole camera. Annie's over here playing with Trace with the figure eight. I'm sure that's bringing back memories. Anyway, all right. Yeah, everybody does it. And then we pet him and love on him and have a good, little loving. And he goes, oh, cones, baby. Yeah. Well, now you know why everybody has a hard time getting him to not step on the cones. Because everybody lets him do it. And then they hug on him, give him cookies, and like jackpots. So it's hard. All right. So obviously, make sure everything's solid there. But what you're gonna do is and she does this like super good. I should probably do Trace with this one. You're gonna stand next to her shoulder, or his shoulder, and you're gonna make sure that that they're not making assumptions about what you're asking him to do, especially when it comes, see how much better those are from last time? Especially when it comes to the hindquarter disengagements with him, because we've had this whole sailboat issue, right? Helium butt. So you're gonna have the rope kind of here, a little bit shorter, maybe 2 or 3 feet. You're gonna stand at their shoulders, and you're going to tip their nose, look at their hindquarters, and she's a little short, and you're going to step and tap. Like, oh, the end of the world, right? So that was okay, but not great. So I'm going to say here, look, tip their nose, and tap. There, thank you. Good. Now I'm going to pet her, make sure she knows the same thing. I'm doing the same thing. I'm going to step and tag. See how she's still not crossing over, right? So I'm going to do that until I actually get her to cross over her hind legs. Be here, we look, tip her nose, and there, and she switched eyes, right? So that is an actual disengagement, right? Good job, mama. And then I got to make sure that she's not concerned. And yeah, love on her face, but love on the place that you put the pressure, right? So here we go, other side. Step, this is like, she's already thinking about it. Here and here. Yeah, and see how she still kind of just did that little, that's not a disengagement, right? That's just her moving. Movement and acquiesce are not the same thing. There we go. Tip her nose, step, and tap. Right, there we go. And then she switched eyes. So she kind of got it. You're actually helping me get her trained too. Good girl. So here, come around over here. And it's the same thing. Now she's probably pretty well got it because it took 3 times last time too. Step and tack. She's still, and then she's in my personal space. So I go step and tap. See how she's not wanting to give me that? There it is, there it was. She's like, oh shit. But I want to make sure that she doesn't think that this means that every time, right? That she doesn't get worried about the stick or being back here, right? As you give her a good scratch and reassure her, and then we can try it again. Step here, lift, step, and tap. Right, she's still not wanting to disengage that right hind leg, right? So we continue to play with it until she gets the idea, while still at the same time letting her know that she's okay. There. Because all she has to do is get it. Like she just needs to know what it is that you're asking. Troy might need a little more convincing. But what you want them to do is cross their hind legs over and change eyes, right? That's a disengagement. And I just want to be really specific about that because when we start doing indirect reins and things like that, that's going to be super important that you come. And when you do the indirect rein, you're here. So come over here. You're going to be doing the same thing, right? So now if I'm on the horse, my left foot is going to be the stick. So I'm going to tip her nose just like we did before. And then when I'm on her, my foot's going to move her hindquarters, right? So it's going to be step and push until we get that. There's your indirect rein. Same thing on this side. That's why one rein riding is so important. Nobody does it anymore. You tip, and like my foot's going to be on her side when I'm on her back, right? Right here. So you tip and bring her nose up until this is obviously her harder side there. So it's the same concept. So we need to get the hindquarter disengagements really clean. There we go. Good girl. Now I don't want her jumping around a half circle. I'd like this one step. So she's a little like protective. So I just put a little bit, like Troy will probably have that issue too. He just won't do it. He won't move until you like actually get back here, right? She does it like, oh my God, ah! He's gonna move and then he's gonna move again. Good. Now, one last thing. Good girl. Jelly fingers. When you're doing the 9-step backup, right? Again, one rein riding is super important when you come to doing this kind of stuff. You're gonna have 2 reins, right? But it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When you have the pinky, see how she's like, I don't know. When you have that pinky, number 7, you should have slight contact with their head, right? And then when you go to do the backup, you're going to have 1 rein. Like this one, we're going to start with the right rein. We're going to have 1 steady rein and 1 active rein, right? So it would be, because her right front foot's like this, we're going to, with our right rein, we're going to pick up that right front foot. Now I'm going to hold it steady here. And ideally, we have the left rein to help her keep her head straight because this is where Troy tends to bite you. But we'll see if she can figure it out. Right? I want her to move that right front foot backwards and not tip her head because this is a different motion, right? My arm's straight up in the air and not doing a lateral flexion. So we'll see if she can kind of figure it out. This is something that obviously we could work on with her. All right. There, good girl. Right? So that's where you're going to want to do. Now I would use my left rein. My right rein's going to be steady, and I would use my left rein to right rein steady, left rein, straight up, and then steady. Then right rein, bring her leg back, right? Left rein steady, right rein up. Good, right? And now this one would stay steady, so it's almost like a 0-turn radius mower. You have 1 rein, right rein steady, left rein back. Left rein steady, right rein back. Right rein steady, left rein back, right? So when you're on them, you have that control over the foot that you want to talk to. So if you want to pause the video.